Welcome to Sistah Place Entertainment. Today we have our Sistah Talk showcase with our special guest, Kay Dixon. Welcome, Kay.
Thank you, Ms. Carter. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're
Pleasure
so welcome.
to be here.
Pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
Tell us about your latest project that you're working on.
Well, the latest project that I'm working on is a play titled That Nigga Won, and it's a satire, but not really. It's in relation to the founding fathers and how they always set up each election, et cetera, since the beginning of time. It's a very interesting story, but all of a sudden there's this one candidate, one unlikely candidate who seems to come out of nowhere, and they have all of these different tactics that they try to stop him from winning the election. But of course we know that the election is won in spite of their tactics.
Okay. Sounds familiar.
Yes. It's a very familiar story.
So how do you prepare yourself when you're writing a short film or play?
Well, I don't have any preparation. I just write. I feel it. And because I'm a writer and I'm always writing different, I'm writing a lot of different things at one time, and I go truly off of inspiration. So there is no preparation except just to always have a pen and a pad, somewhere in the vicinity, because as the inspiration hits me is when I write. So I get the idea, and somehow I get the concept, and a lot of times my mom usually comes up with the name of the play from me telling her the concept, because she came up with this one here. So if I get any flack, it's because of her.
Okay. Okay. So what inspired you to launch your business, Dixon Entertainment?
Well, I did a show at a little black box theater in 2011, and there was a mishap that happened. The show was supposed to run for 6 weeks, but there was a mishap, and the board decided after 2 weeks that they did not want to continue. They did not want to continue with the show. And so at that particular time, I knew I had a good show, I had a good story, I had a good play, and I was kind of done with that city anyway, and was on my way back to Chicago. And I said, you know what? I watched the process go from A to B, from A to Z, and I'm like, you know what? I can do this on my own. I'm going to do this on my own. I had almost no idea. Well, no, I can't say I had almost no idea, but I worked very closely with I've worked on some productions out in Madison, Wisconsin, and so I've worked on the marketing side, and I worked in the theater, and then I worked on the production side and costume, so I did a variety of different things, not knowing that it would all lead me to having to do most, if not all of those things for my own show. And so Dixon Entertainment was kind of born just like it just happened, because when I came home, I found a venue, went to the venue, and, I'm so not creative when it comes to names and things. And when she said, well, what's the name of your company? I really wasn't prepared for that question, and it was kind of like, okay, So when she said, well, what's the name of your company? I looked at my mom, and then I looked back at her, and I'm like Dixon Entertainment, I guess. And it just stuck. And it just stayed, and we've been Dixon Entertainment ever since. Because I had, I didn't have all of the sassy and savvy names, and I didn't think about it and pray about it, and align the stars and the moon and the sun to get a name. It just came. I looked at my mom, and I was, hey, Dixon Entertainment. That's what it is, and that's what it's been.
Okay. That's good.
Thank you.
So you're welcome. So who are some of the actors that you would love to work with? Name 3 or 4.
Oh, wow. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, definitely Johnny Depp, and let me see. And I guess I'm going to just say Halle Berry. I don't know why, but I think because I feel like I have to throw a woman in there somewhere. But I'm going to say definitely Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Johnny Depp, and Halle Berry.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some good ones. Who, good experience and actors who really have their foot in that door.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? I take Holly back. Let me get Holly back. Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep. I've got to, because when I grow up, I want to be just like Meryl Streep. I swear, she's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So who are some of your influences in the industry that keep you inspired in such a male-dominated industry?
Oh, the industry is male-dominated. I didn't notice. Well,
it's changing slowly, but
Yeah. As far as the industry goes, I think I'm not inspired too much by anyone per se in the industry. I'm inspired more by the writers. And these writers are no longer among us. So I tend to like the works of Charles Beaumont and Richard Matheson and Ray Bradbury. I had a whole list of them. But, I just kind of tend to flow towards those type of, especially William Nolan, Jason Brock, writers like that, So I look at their work a lot on television. I read a lot. Stephen King is one of my favorite. Shel Silverstein. These are the writers that I kind of grew up on, but I grew up on. And so when I read their stories and I read their background stories, that is what inspires me as well. So people, don't get me wrong, there are people in the industry who I see them doing their thing, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. But they don't, on the directing and the producing side, they don't really inspire me. It's the writers that I grew up with that I named. Those are the ones who inspire me because they were just great storytellers. And I think that majority, and I say that because majority of the playwrights that are here now, and majority of the ones that I know, you have to be a great storyteller. But it seems as though I keep seeing the same story among our people, among our playwrights, among our, the daddy on drugs, and the mama is a prostitute, and the baby getting molested, and Jesus saves, and you know what I'm saying? And it's like, okay, like these, I keep seeing these cookie-cutting plays, and so, and not saying that they're not well produced, they're not well acted, they're not well thought out, but how many times do we have to keep seeing the same show? How many times can you tell the same story? So I don't do those cookie cutter plays, if you will. I don't write those cookie cutter stories. I write what I see every single day. I write what I've experienced, and then I take a little bit of the what if or what would happen, or sometimes the outcome that I would have wanted to happen, or the direction that I want that story to go in, or that my life or whatever, and then I twist, and somehow a twist comes to it by the time I'm done with the script. So, so as far as inspiration in the industry now, none. I'm sorry, just none.
Okay.
But the writers of old were my inspiration.
Okay.
Bram Stoker, just these writers that just told very good. They were very good storytellers. You have to be able to tell a story. Even when you're talking as a writer, because you have to be able to tell a good story, or at least make up a good one.
Right,
but I'm tired of seeing. I'm very much tired of the whole. My daughter was a stripper and now she saved stories that we tend to continuously write and produce and direct. So, yeah.
Okay. So what's coming down the pipeline for you for the rest of the year?
Oh, wow. Okay. A lot.
We got 2 minutes.
A lot. I have that nigga one in November. I'm also writing the screenplay for Miami and a short film called The Preachers. I'm not The Preachers, but it's a short film called Praise and Testimony. And then I have a novel to finish. I call it Our Story. And then just a whole lot of different, I'm polishing up the next play that I'm going to produce, which is called 11 Stayed in the Cuckoo's Nest, or just 11. I'm not really sure if I'm going to break it down or not. So polishing up that, and I'm constantly working on the next thing. So even while I was working on Miami, I was thinking about that nigga one. Even though now I'm working on that nigga one, I'm thinking about 11 and the news. I have another play coming, The News, and The Pastor's Family, and a play called Safe. And there's just so much coming from Dixon Entertainment. And then pray for me, because this Thursday I have a meeting with a producer at Paramount Pictures, and I haven't told anyone, but I'm telling you.
All right.
First.
All right.
I have a meeting / audition at Paramount Pictures. So I don't know what's in the pipeline after that, except up.
Okay. That's all you can do, goes up.
That's the pipeline.
All right. And we heard it here first on Sistah's Place. All right now.
You heard it here first, yes.
First, yes. So how can our audience learn more about you and follow you on social media?
Okay. Well, first, my website is www.dixonentertainment.net. And my name, Dixon, is spelled D as in David, IXON. Entertainment.net. You can follow, we have a Facebook page, Dixon Entertainment / Dixon Theater Company. And then I am on Instagram as Fancy Graham Name, one word, obviously. And then on Twitter, it's at the Kay Dixon, TheKaydixon1, and then on Periscope, it's the same thing, at DKDixon1. And I'm actually going to start using Periscope a lot more as opposed to Facebook Live. So it's going to be more of a reality, day-by-day, step-by-step, blow-by-blow of this awesome and incredible journey that I'm on while I'm out here in L.A. and back and forth to Chicago.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. I know today was kind of quick, but
yeah, it's okay.
Enjoy the weather. You enjoy the weather.
Cool. You know what? It's cool here today, so it's more like Chicago weather, but I'm still going to enjoy it because
it's 91 today. It's going to feel like 100. It's 91 here today, and it's going to feel like 100. So we're trying to stay cool today.
Yeah, I'm such a hater because it's like it might be 70 degrees, if that, but I definitely have on jeans and a sweater and a little scarf around my neck, so I'm cold in Cali, where you all have a ball.
Well, have fun, and thank you for joining us.